Greetings all. Put some rosin on my bow. I can't see my music very well today. That will not do. Need to make this a little bit bigger. There we go. Hi, Kim. There, that's much better. Not a huge amount better, but a little bit better. So, wow. That's a Christmas miracle or a New Year's miracle that your things have been staying in tune. So, hello everyone. We're here to play some Scottish tunes out of Niel Gow's first collection. We are on page 16 of the manuscript. Hey MJ, Wojo, it's good to see you guys. We're starting off with a very famous strathspey, Tullach Gorham. And when I first started playing Scottish music, I wasn't quite sure what the big deal was about this tune. Everybody says, "Oh, Tullach Gorham is," I was like, Tullach Gorham is the king of strathspeys and all of that, and I just didn't quite get it until I started just kind of playing it. And then it kind of settled in. I think you need to get used to it and let it settle. And then you realize what a great strathspey it really is. And it really, I do agree. It's a wonderful tune. But it's like a lot. It gets a lot of Scottish things. You gotta, you gotta let it settle in. Like if you drink Scotch. First time you ever have Scotch, it might be difficult to deal with, but after a while, you understand it. Haggis is another example of Scottish stuff that you may not, in the very first initial time, understand it, but it's good stuff. I like this. This particular version of Tullach Gorham is actually also quite good. I think this is the version I learned the tune from. I'm pretty sure this is the one that I learned it from. That was I had bought this manuscript, and so this is the one. So let me just play it for you, and then we'll kind of pick it apart a little bit. Tulloch Gorham kind of goes all over the place. That's the part that I didn't quite understand. It's a ding da ding ba dum ba dim ba dim ba dim ba da 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 dim. If you want to see an interesting version of this, J. Scott Skinner wrote a bunch of variations for Tulloch Gorham, and it can be found in The Scottish Violinist, the book that he published. The Scottish Violinist used to have a pink cover, so everybody used to call it the Pink Violinist, but now it's a light blue color, so now it's the Blue Violinist. But I think most people still call it the Pink Violinist when you're talking about the tune. But he does stuff like stuff like that. And I have that version downstairs, so I'm not going to go downstairs and get it. But it's really worth looking at. I might what I might do is I might take a picture of it and post it, because it's really it's interesting to see the different variations of the tune. But let's look at the main part of this. So I'm establishing where I'm at. I'm establishing where my fingers are at. So I don't move that third finger. So if you keep your fingers down where they're at, you see most of what's going on is not here. It's the bow. This is all about the bow. So I personally like this more played as a Highland style. I like just keeping the bowings separate. Can you do it as a northeast? Yes. But I just kind of prefer it. I think it works better as a Highland style. And so I'm taking plenty of time to get from one string to the next. See what I'm doing there? So I'm trying to keep on that one to get that note. So since I'm going to be coming back to the third finger, I already have the third finger on both the D and the A string. Okay, and then I just go over to the E string to pick up that G. So there's an economy of motion with the left hand. And I like to play those 16th notes. I like to play them all as one bow and 2 up bows. I play different notes there. I play in the last 4 notes. I actually play an E to G to a D to G, so like that. I mean, the notes that are there are fine. I can't play these sort of notes. They work. They work fine. So let's take this one slowly. It's a bit of a tough tune, but just kind of keep in mind, try to keep your fingers down when on your left hand. If you keep your fingers down where they're at, you'll have a lot of success with Tulach Gorum. And so that's how I end it too. So I do the first 2 notes into a G. Well, these books, Mutti, are not real. It's a. I would have to get a virtual monkey to be on these. For those of you that understand, monkey stupid. I had when I was a kid, I had a sock monkey. That was my favorite stuffed toy. And when it was given to me, I said, that's the stupidest looking monkey I've ever seen. And so that became his name. His name is Stupid. Stupid the sock monkey. I still have Stupid. He is actually in a set of bookshelves, but he's in the bedroom. So anyway, that's the story of Stupid. So yeah, the Tulach Gorum's good Strathspey. I would add that if you don't have that one memorized, that's actually a good one to memorize. It's a standard. It's an absolute standard of Scottish fiddling. I did write the monkey shoulder reel. I didn't write monkey stupid or stupid monkey reel. But I should probably Stupid the sock monkey. Yes. So that's but yeah, actually if you follow Kilts and Culture, which is a bowing issue, end of the first quarter, next two notes, slurring across measures or slurring first two notes. What do I do? It's like the first measure. Let's look. Let's look at what I do. Okay, so first measure going into the second measure, I think that's what you're saying. I may actually do. Yes, I'm playing that that quarter note down bow, and then I continue the down bow into the. Yes, I do. I slur it across the bar. That is exactly what I do. Yep. What's the next tune here? The Duke of Gordon's Strathspey. So there we are. This is a very similar tune. Okay, so this is slow. I don't think that I guess you could play it as an air, but I think they mean it's slowish as a Strathspey. So bum ba ba dum bum bum ba dee yum ba dee da. So not terribly quick. So I like this one with some updriven bows. I don't do the ornament that's there. He wants, Niel wants us to go. Like that. I like coming in from the other direction. I like playing the A to the B. I think it sounds better. Straightforward tune. So what I would do is I would see what we can do with the ornamentation on it. So that little trill thing there. So play sort of a grace note into it. if you take it slow enough, there's lots of different things that you can do with it. So you can really kind of spice it up a little bit there. So, can you hear that little grace note that I'm playing there? Right there. Like that. That last measure of the first part is really kind of fun. Yeah, so just kind of spice it up a little bit. There's lots of stuff that you can do with this. Okay, so let's try this slowly. Ready? 1, 2, ready. I like it. It's a good tune. It's a good tune. The Duke of Gordon's Strathspey. The Duke of Gordon had a huge amount of music written for him. If you see anything that says the Marquis of Huntly, that's the same guy. The Marquis of Huntly is the Duke of Gordon. He's also known as the Cock of the North. The Cock of the North. So if you see anything that says the Cock of the North, the Duke of Gordon, or the Marquis of Huntly, they're all the same guy. And both Niel Gow and William Marshall worked for him for various purposes, as, you know, obviously playing music for them. William Marshall actually worked as kind of a butler to him, so he wasn't just the musician. He was kind of his manservant. So he kind of his prefect, as it were. So the next tune is a Gallic air, not a garlic air. Garlic air is something that you get when you are cooking Italian food. That would be a garlic air. But this is a Gallic air, which is something you get when you're cooking haggis, I suppose. Hena bodachen. Hena bodachen. I do not know what that means. I'll have to get my friend Michelle to translate that for me. Bodachen. And I'm probably mispronouncing it as well. It's probably pronounced like, oh my word, or something along those lines. But it says it's an air. So let's slow it down. It says slow. So it's going to sound like this. So, wow, that, yes, definitely a Gallic air. Very, very, very much a Gallic air. In fact, I was hearing one of two different instruments with this. I was hearing a harp, and I was hearing a set of pipes. And if you think of it that way, this is a very very simplistic tune, which a lot of the Gallic tunes are, and they're very modal. And so I like to kind of think of it as like a bagpipe tune. And so that's why I wasn't, when I first played it, I played it in the first position. I thought that it was actually a lot more effective if you played the first phrase actually in the third position. And instead of changing my bow, I was tapping a lot of the note changes. Okay. That tune? But yeah, this and you can get that drone, the open G going. So the I play the unison there with the as I'm coming over to the A. So yeah, really try to let the instrument ring. So that's why I'm kind of thinking of a harp too. So you're like plucking those open strings like that. Yeah, I don't. I think if Loch Lady Lomond, there might be a tune called that. I will not say I'm an expert on every single name of every tune. There are so many tunes. But yeah, this is an interesting tune. This reminds me of a tune called "The Piper's Weird," which is written by Scott Skinner. "The Piper's Weird," which is a funny title. First of all, weird in the sense of the original meaning of the word weird. W-E-I-R-D, not meaning strange, but weird meaning fate. So the Piper's Weird is the Piper's fate. Yes, I think that's the name of the tune. But the Piper's Weird goes like this. Like that. And this sounds very similar. Like that. So yeah, I think that's a very, this sounds very, very old to me, this particular tune. A Gallic air. So this is one of those sort of ancient tunes. I think I would push this one back to probably the 15th century. And the only reason I say that is because there are some really old tunes that just kind of hung on. And this has that sound about it, I think. So let's play this together. Ready? Oh, by the way, I like to do the dotted triplets, da dee dee da dee dee, instead of da da dum bum bum ba. I don't think that's what's intended here. So 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry. Yeah, that's a neat tune. Hey Nabudachen. I'll have to find out how you pronounce that properly. I don't think I'm doing it right. So we've got a long tune. Goodness gracious. Holy crap. Look at this. Wow, I'm going to have to reduce the size of that a little bit. Lady Catherine. Oh, Miss Lucia Campbell's Strathspey. So, yeah, that's quite a long tune, isn't it? So let's see if I can get it all in one. There we go. Yep. Is that the end? Yes. Okay. So this Miss Lucia's Strathspey. We'll see how this goes. What key are we in here? D. This tune is only as I think this tune can stop after the middle of the second line. It's pretty much where the tune ends, and then you start doing some variations. That's what I thought was probably going to happen. Was you got some variations, but I like the variations in this one. The variations on this are not overly, silly. Like a lot of the J. Scott Skinner variations just start getting silly after a while. But this one, actually, I like the variations. It kind of gives you a good respite from the tune a little bit. I like to play a fourth finger E string, E for that second line, first measure. That way you're playing like that. So you don't have to go all the way from the open E to that octave jump. Okay, and it's the same everywhere else. So if you play it with a first finger and a fourth finger, it's a lot easier to hit, and it actually sounds nice too. So let's That's an up-driven bow right there. These ties are that's what he means by that, is the up-driven bow, like that. I do that on one bow, and I do those two Ds as basically an up-driven hooked bow, like that. Okay, and when I say a hooked bow, I don't mean I don't stop the bow. I just keep pushing it, and the last bit to get the separate note is I push a little harder, like that. But I never stop the motion of the bow. So the first part goes like this. I do that as an up-driven bow. And then the next part, this part I like to keep the sound going by keeping the F sharp going. You'll notice that when I'm playing those downward 2/16 followed by an eighth note, I actually get to the I play them more like 32nd notes, or maybe even 64th notes. I'm just rolling down to the open D. I think that's really what's intended here. I don't think they want you to go. I don't think that's right. I think this is right. Like that. Okay? And then the same deal here. Like that. Okay? So let's play the whole thing. Let's play the whole thing. Miss Lucia Campbell's Strathspey. So that's Miss Lucia Campbell's Strathspey, which is a interesting four. How many parts is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-part? 5-part. And no, I don't think it's a pipe tune. I don't think it's a pipe tune. I think it's just Niel or Nathaniel decided to put some variations in that one. So this one is Lady Catherine Stewart's Strathspey. Lady Catherine Stewart is he wrote some, I think Macintosh. I think Robert Macintosh wrote some tunes for Catherine Stewart, and I think this might be one of those. I don't think this is a Niel Gow tune. I think this is a Robert Macintosh tune. Pretty sure. We shall see if it's got the typical Macintoshness about it. Okay, yeah, this is a Macintosh tune. I recognize this from a Macintosh collection, actually. I wonder if this is the next tune. No. Yeah, this Lady Catherine Stewart Strathspey, definitely Robert Macintosh. Red Rob, as he was known because of his red hair. Red Rob Macintosh. And this is very very good if you keep that first finger down. So I'm kind of putting a chord. So I'm kind of accompanying myself with that. Okay, and yeah, that's the bass line is a little weird to me, so. And I'm doing up-driven bows there. That's not what Macintosh wrote. He didn't go. He wrote. What did he write? He wrote. It wasn't all that. That's all somebody's ornament written out. That's what he wrote. That's what he wrote. Yes. of the three opportunities to play arrow strokes. Lots of places, and I'd take advantage of them all. Of the three opportunities player, is there wrong to play just the middle? No, you don't have to just do the, you don't have to do them all. I like doing them all because they're just fun. But if you're this one, that one, that sounds fine that way. I think if you just do the middle one, that's cool. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely not Robert McIntosh's version of this. This is somebody's ornamented version of it. Da 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 da. There's a lot of extra notes there. Da dee da da dum bum bum was the way he played it. So let's play this tune. This is really a good tune. And in the Sky collection, which is got this has a whole set of Catherine Stewart tunes. Right next to it, it goes down a page, and it's like this Catherine Stewart Straspe, and it's like a medley. I think it's even called the Catherine Stewart medley. It's a nice collection. So, how's this string going? I'm liking these Ascentes. I'm telling you, these Diodario Ascentes. That G string sounds so much better than when I put it on. Doesn't it? Nice. I like these strings. For a set of strings that cost $20, I'm very pleased with them. So the Lady Catherine Stewart Straspe. Ready? 1, 2, ready. Oops. Nice. Okay, so in the second measure of the second line, I didn't play those notes. It's nice. It's nice. I'm just going like that because I think I'm just used to the Robert McIntosh version of this. I mean, he wrote it, so that's a really good tune. I like that one a lot. Very, very good. Okay, so the next tune on the list, I think, if I'm not incorrect, is a jig. Yes, a jig. Dunkeld House. Dunkeld. So remember, the overreaching sound and rhythm that you want out of a jig is this sort of bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. That's the difference between a Scottish jig and an Irish jig. The Irish jigs are more like deedly daddly 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 dum, whereas a Scottish jig is dum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum, and there's a lot of that in here. Bum ba dim ba bum ba bum ba bum ba dee da, and then the triplet sound is ta 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 ta. So the rhythm for the first couple measures here is ba ba da da dum bum be da dum bum be da 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 dum bum be da 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 lim bum ba da 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 dum. So that's the Okay, so the B section, you'll see it's before we play it, it's got this. Okay, I would not do that rhythm all the time. After a while, you can kind of turn it into a regular jig instead of going okay, so you can put the regular rhythm in there, so you don't have to keep doing that. That's, I think that's just Nathaniel writing out where you can do that, but I don't think he expected you to do it every single time, because that's really much. So let's play this tune. You can even back off even more on the tempo on a Scottish jig. There's nothing wrong with slowing them down a bit. So. Okay, so you can really pull back a bit on the tempo, but like I said, the B section there is just you don't have to do the bam 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 bam, and it's easy. You just play the first. So you go from the first note to the highest note, back to the first note. Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff going on with this tune. So let's take this a little bit slower and play it through a couple times. Ready? 1, 2, a jig, and. Yep. Last note, I'm playing the B. Which would be the fifth above it. So I'm doing sort of an inverted fifth. So that's a fourth down. So if you look at the what the final chord would be an E, a G, and a B. So I'm just playing the E and the B, the fifth, which is a stronger. Like that. Okay? Nice. So that would be in the key of E minor. So. Okay? So. The next tune, the Honorable George Bailey's Strathspey. The Honorable George Bailey's Strathspey. Let's see here. Maybe I can make it a little bit bigger so I can see the notes. Some of my variations for the last tune were due to lack of visual acuity, which happens sometimes. There we go. Oh, that's much better. I can actually see that. I made the notes very big. I love the way that they abbreviate in the 18th century. Honorable George Bailey's Strathspey. Often they will shorten George to GEO dot George. So you'll see that sometimes. So it doesn't mean they're a planet. They're not a geo. They're Honorable George Bailey Strathspey. So we've got one flat. Let me just sort of share with you how I kind of look at tunes when I'm reading them. I look at the key signature first. I look at that, and it's like, okay, there's that. There's a flat. And then I instantly went to the end. I instantly went to the very end of the piece. So I looked at the flat, and then I looked at the last note, which is an F natural. Well, that tells me this tune is most likely in the key of F natural. If there's some other note there besides an F, then you got to kind of think a little bit. And the relative minor of F is D, so this could possibly have been in the key of D minor. Just a quick and dirty way to find the relative minor of something is I go down a third. It's supposed to be a minor third, but I just go down. I look down at if the note is on a space, I look at the next space down, and that would be on this one. If it's in the key of F, F. The next one down would be D. Next space down. If it's a line, you go to the next line down. So in the key of G, the key of G is on the second line. The next line down from there is E. So on the major key of G, relative minor is E minor. So that's how I just kind of quickly find these things. If you're wondering that. So, but this one looks like it's in the key of F. So one flat, and you also, because we're accustomed to playing C sharps, because we're violinists, these are going to be C naturals. So you're okay. So. Okay, so there's that. And again, when I wanted the final chord, you kind of learn patterns. So if you're on a second finger on whatever string, if you want to finish an chord, you tuck your first finger in. Like that, okay. So that's like an F chord. So if you want to do a C chord, same deal. For a second finger, you tuck it under there. Same thing with the G up top. You know that. But that's how I just quickly, I just know that because it just kind of happens. But looking at it theoretically, if you want to look at the last note and come up with some sort of a chord, you can stack the thirds. The F major chord would be an F, the next space up is an A, and then the next space up is a C. C natural. Okay, so it's just F. So it's an F A C. Well, that note underneath it, underneath the F, is an A. So I could do a C. So either one of those notes works, but I find it's a stronger sound like that. So that's how I determine how to find the last chord. So let's up-driven bows, I think here are awkward. So the second measure, I play the last two notes up bow. So I'm back down to the down bow. Notice I didn't do this the last time. I didn't do that the last time. I don't think it's necessary. And then I have time. Just play it as it comes. And actually the ornaments that are written in are quite nice. So go ahead and play them. So let's play this one slowly. Ready? 1, 2, ready. C more. I'm pushing on C more, but it doesn't say anything. Okay. Classics you chose first year. Are they playing at the end of the... Are they playing as... yeah. Yeah, and that's... Sometimes it sounds better with a third, sometimes it sounds better with a fifth, and I don't know why that is. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. So, but yeah, that's a decent Strathspey. I don't think it's the best Strathspey ever written, but hey, that's okay. That's okay. What's going on here? Okay, so this next tune is The Walking of the Plaiding. So what they're doing here is it's one of those weaving songs. And it says slow. So let's see what happens here. Yes. Yeah, I don't think this should go too fast. This is a slow tune. Da-dum, bum. Almost a it's like a work song. It is pretty. I like it. And you could do that little turn there. So the ornaments in here are nice. Yeah. You know how we nowadays, when we have a first and a second ending, we have a bracket over top of it. A lot of the time in the 18th century, they either had just a line, or they put that long slur. That doesn't mean that they want you to slur everything. That means that that's the first ending, and then the second ending is the other one. Okay, so so hopefully that doesn't confuse anybody. So let's try this one again. This is nice. The Walking of the Plaiding. So. Okay, so there we are at the end of the list. So next week is Snowganey, the winter Strathganey. on Saturday. So I'm not going to have a live stream next week. So the week after next, we'll start up again on Saturdays at 4 o'clock. So it's not too late to sign up for Snow Gainey if you want to do that next week. That's just go. You can go to my website, gardenerfiddle.com, and there's a link for that if you're interested. It's going to be a full day of fiddle stuff, mainly out of the Strathgainey collection, with a few things from other collections here and there. But yeah, that's what we're doing, and it should be fun. We've already got 11 folks signed up, which is fun, which is great. Yeah, you're welcome, Kim. It's always a pleasure to do this stuff. I really enjoy doing this. It's great fun. And so now I'm going to go downstairs and eat some lasagna. Some traditional Scottish lasagna for that the garlic air that we were talking about before. So you guys, you take care of yourselves. I'll see you in 2 weeks, unless you guys want to sign up for Snow Gainey, and I'll see you next week then. But I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.